going on, guys? We are back live on Twitch. Got the chat with us this morning. Kind of forgot to record the intro before I went live, but we are going to have new Madden news today, breaking down, I guess, like the momentum, the new like fields, abilities, and all this kind of stuff. Should be a new trailer today for Madden 22, kind of going in some of these gameplay changes with momentum and the stadiums and that kind of stuff. So we're gonna check out everything, see how it is, jump into it. Need some coins? MMO EXP. Yes, they are real. No, they aren't instant. No one is, but they are reliable and the cheapest around. Use code Scomo for 5% off. Get you some coins, stack your team, get those dubs, boys. Yay! Let's see what this is about. Madden 22, another week of news release. They actually have a plan and a schedule, and I kind of like it. It seems like things are actually maybe done on time and working and actually going to the schedule, because them actually letting us know that we're going to be getting these trailers and these news and this type of news on like certain dates this far ahead, like they're already telling us what we're getting next week and that in the week after, is letting me think that things might actually be going well with the planning of the game, the building of the game, the marketing of the game, and nothing's gonna get pushed back. We're gonna knock on wood, right? But here we are today, dynamic gameplay, few things to go over. Once we see all this, I'm kind of just gonna let it play. I might pause it on a few things, but the biggest thing before we even go into this and before you even hear this, we have no idea how any of this stuff is going to actually impact Madden Ultimate Team. We saw from a few things on Twitter over the last few days from like game changers and reliable sources like Eric Rayweather that more than likely dynamic field play such as like crowd noise, wind, low oxygen, and all that kind of stuff will not be within the MCS or the competitive stuff. But does that mean, will it be in weekend league? Will it be in seasons? Will it be in ultimate team? We really have no idea. I keep on saying gameplay. It's game day. Let's just roll it. I don't know why last time I did this, I said gameplay all the time too, but here we go.
What's up, everyone? Quinn Oldenburg here, gameplay producer of Madden NFL 22. Today I'm thrilled to bring you some details on Madden 22's all-new dynamic game day feature and the 3 components that combine to create it. You'll also learn about core gameplay improvements, including player movement, catching.
First thing first, before we even really get into that first little clip, I'm gonna say the players kind of look like they were moving fast, not as fast as they are in the beta right now. So maybe they make a little bit more adjustments. The game speed looked a little better right there.
And tackling.
Maybe it was just sped up.
Dynamic Game Day is a next-gen feature that delivers on the raw energy and emotion of NFL game days through 3 core components: Game Day Atmosphere, Game Day Momentum, and next-gen stats star-driven AI.
There's our favorite, boys, next-gen stats.
Dynamic Game Day deepens the gameplay experience through new levels of strategy, unique storytelling, and immersive stadium atmospheres. It also makes every snap and every game feel like a new challenge and impacts gameplay across every mode. Let's dive into the details, starting with Game Day Atmosphere. Game Day Atmosphere enhances every game of Madden 22 by bringing to life the unique characteristics and personality of each NFL stadium, as well as the real-world emotion, intensity, and fun of Game Day. Some examples of how Atmosphere can impact gameplay include crowd noise making it tougher for the quarterback to hear a call or make an audible at the line.
So with the crowd noise getting louder, there's 2 things that can happen right there. Your play art can be like all wobbly around on the field. So like if you had a post, it might be like wobbling, so like you don't know which way the post is. But the big dramatic thing is you might actually call an audible and say like, hey, I want this guy to streak, and then like he doesn't hear you and he actually doesn't streak. So if you're not checking that after you call the audible and then hike the ball and expect him to go like for a streak and you like throw it, he's not gonna be there.
Or a receiver to miss a hot route, just like they might in real life. This all ties into the next component of Dynamic Game Day, an all-new game mechanic called Game Day Momentum. Game Day Momentum allows you to feel the highs and lows of the momentum swings of every game with the performance-based momentum meter and its in-game perks known as M factors.
That is one thing that I really like that they added to the game with this feature. I don't know if I'm a really fan of this feature, but if we're going to have this feature, I'm glad they added the little momentum bar in the game, because if you guys know me, I've been one of the guys, you know, screaming that momentum has been in the game for about 5, 6, 10, 20, 30 years of this game. And it's always been in there, but you have no idea how it's swinging. At least we have a little momentum bar to just know where exactly the momentum is holding you at right now.
As momentum is gained and lost, M factors will affect teams in unexpected ways. Some M factor impacts include leaving a kicker in the ice state, receiver icons going missing, or making a hot route become more difficult to perform. We're also introducing home field advantage in Madden 22. Every NFL stadium in the game features a unique M factor that, when triggered, can unlock a special
Turf War? What is Turf War? Rise up, Red Sea, Ram Horse, Our House, Hat Count, Bear Down, Bolt Up, Dog Pound. I love how the Cowboys deflected. Oh. Cowboys, come on, Fire Cannon, Duval. Motor City, Mile High, Made in the Shade. I mean, some of these are kind of cool. Terribly Distracting with the Terrible Towels. Okay. Okay. You know what? They got deflected for the Cowboys. They should have had deflated for the Patriots. Oh!
boost created for each NFL team's environment. The home team will always have one extra M factor in the momentum meter, simulating the difficulty of winning on the road in the NFL. These unique M factors will be the first to unlock when a momentum shift happens. Here are some examples of the effects of home field advantage in different stadiums.
There is the play art going absolutely crazy. There's the wind blowing your kick bar. There's your guys getting super high. I mean, tired at Mile High. Not high. They're high.
Over the last 2 years,
so they get tired. You know what I'm saying?
Games have been played against the CPU. By leveraging the NFL's next-gen stats, we've upgraded AI player behaviors and team tendencies so that single-player games will feel just as deep and meaningful as playing against other humans.
Herbie!
For individual AI players, next-gen stats are now used to drive player tendencies like these.
Powered by next-gen, star-driven AI player tendencies. So QB decisions making under pressure, QB passing aggressiveness, QB passing success on the run. So does that mean that the momentum and the atmosphere is going to affect your QB and how he's going to throw the ball? That's going to be interesting.
For Team AI, each team will have its own personality, play calling style, and team tendencies, all driven by next-gen stats. For example, defenses like the Steelers who like to blitz will challenge your pocket presence on offense. Playing against a run-heavy team like the Ravens will be a completely different experience than playing the pass-heavy Bills. In Play Now and Franchise, these tendencies will evolve all season long as team stats change.
Play Now and Franchise.
Or within your franchise sim, so that each game will feel as fresh as each week.
This is just playing against computer information.
Next up, core gameplay improvements. We've gone even deeper with next-gen player movement this year, making players even more authentic and explosive in their movements and interactions, and added more nuance, context, and intelligence. In addition to more route running and player speed data, you'll also see the following.
Max effort animations for all players when running at top speeds. Okay. More responsive controls for QBs and from scrambling. Signature releases and cuts for receivers in route running. Okay. So they're going to have a little bit more of not just like, I don't really know if they really had like signature passing animation, but I guess they're going to add some more like real move animations for the wide receivers, I guess. More control when turning up the field after a catch. That was a big issue with next gen this past year with 21. Once we started playing on next gen for 21, I know a lot of you guys didn't, but it was really hard to get going. So hopefully that helps us out.
Expect more control when it comes to catching, like independent player battles for balls in the air, improved sideline catch flip detection, and more control and responsiveness in turning up the field after a catch. Tackling improvements include big, bruising ball carriers will be more likely to fall forward in tackles, whereas smaller, more agile ball carriers will not be picking up those extra yards. And we improved blocking too. Passing pockets will form deeper and faster around the quarterback. And expect run blocking momentum enhancements like more animation variety, while opening up dynamic running lanes, ensuring momentum is properly reflected on both sides of the ball. Thanks for spending your time with us to learn more about Dynamic Game Day and Madden NFL 22. Stay tuned to EA Sports Madden NFL 22 channels for more information on the game ahead of the worldwide launch on August 20th, 2021.
All right, so first initial thing that I have in my first initial take from watching that video of 4 minutes and 59 seconds of that video. Majority of the stuff is not going to be in a Madden Ultimate Team. Majority of the stuff that we just saw from that 4 minutes and 59 seconds is franchise or playing against the computer. Some of the stuff is going to be in there, play now, that kind of stuff. We might see some of this stuff in Ultimate Team, but I would, if you guys are watching this and you guys are really just trying to get as much information as you can for Madden 22 to decide, like, do I want to play it? Is it going to be good? All that kind of stuff. Take all this information with a grain of salt, in one ear, out the other, because we still have no idea how it's actually going to be implemented in the game modes that you like to play. If you are a person that likes playing franchise mode and you just want a better experience against the computer, and the crazy number that I heard like a week ago was like 80% of people that play Madden Ultimate or play Madden period just play against the computer. So obviously they got to do a lot of stuff for the 80% that play the game that way. I feel like a lot of this stuff is going to be like CFM play now computer type game experiences to give those people just playing the computer a little bit better experience, right? When you're playing a human, you already have the adrenaline. You already have all that excitement of going to get the win. When you're playing against the computer, you need some of this other stuff to make it a little bit more exciting, more real, live out that fantasy that you're trying to do with your CFM or whatever you're trying to do, right? So hopefully this stuff will help out those people that just like playing against the computer and establishing some type of like fantasy league or something like that. But I really don't know how we're going to see a lot of this implemented into MUT. I really don't think we're going to see a lot of it, and we're really not going to see any of it in the competitive stuff. So take it with a grain of salt. Is what it is. We'll see how it all impacts us and how we play the game later on. And next week, I think at the exact same time, we get another breakdown. What's the next breakdown, chat? There's the schedule. Thank you so much, McCullough. Schedule. All right, so today is the 29th. So they actually did fall one day behind right there. That was probably more like marketing or something. They probably just didn't get some graphics or things right. So one day behind, that's not too bad. So then face of the franchise, probably somewhere around the 5th or 6th. Superstar KO and the Yard around the 12th. EA Play Spotlight, we should get some more really good information there. Probably not still MUT information, but actual like real good gameplay information. And then rating stuff. As you see, like nothing is really listed for MUT on here. More than likely, a lot of the MUT stuff isn't done. Cards, overalls, that kind of thing. More than likely, we won't see MUT stuff until like days before the game comes out, boys. But let me know what everyone thinks about Dynamic Game Day. Not gameplay. Game Day. I think I said Game Day every time. Yeet.